Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. And the Golden Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Hokies offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to throw. It's Drones. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Heath. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up.
He's got it down the left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays.
Wide open spaces. Man, defender miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Cal Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He might want another play. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job on it.
The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the 1st quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. That's caught. It's James.
The pass on 1st down. Caught by the receiver. Tackle on play. At the
2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Right on the money. Touchdown, Cal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Number 9.
That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give to the tailback. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Drones. They're working that left side. Big guy tries to barrel in. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll go to the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Brown wants to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, a lot of space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Heath.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Charlotte is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 21 over North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The Golden Bears get enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Scanning the field, it's Drones. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Dances away. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in the second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up.
Touchdown, Hokie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to get the edge on the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Finds a man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. From the gun, the ground game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball. I can...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. There he goes. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. He'll be stopped just the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in this.
And he waltzes in for the down Golden Bears.
Touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Cal, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a connection. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. The short hands, it's Morris. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now on the move. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Golden Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to pound their way in. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Little over anxious. Out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down.
29 Philly.
Back to the quarterback. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the defense.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The give as they work on that clock. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They kick it away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Golden Bears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Bring in the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away. It's a running room. Got the first down, looking for more. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They tack that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. And here we go, final play of the game right here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way